Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Starflames and we're back baby with another banging video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about 50 Cent joining the chat once again to chime in on Biancas Censori's appearance that she rocked over the weekend while she was in New York City. Let's talk about it, shall we? Because as you guys know, 50 is a big old troll. 50 Cent, he trolls everyone, everything. Absolutely nothing is off limits for 50. And this is why many people say they don't F with him like that because he's a little bit crazy. After all, the guy got shot 9 times. Not that it's funny, but you can tell that the guy definitely has a history and he has a reputation. Now, a part of 50's reputation, he's known to be brutally honest, and that can often be an offense to a lot of people. And he's also a dedicated, committed, hard-working individual when it comes to his career and brand. However, this time around, he's not focused on his career nor brand. He's focused on the internet gossip and drama that has been going viral. And one of such viral internet gossip is surrounding with Biancas Censori and Kanye West. So, what had happened was J. Doe testified about a famous or iconic legend and rapper who was in Las Vegas on June 2024 with his wife or girlfriend, and they had a male entertainer. They all watched the male entertainer smash the wife or girlfriend right there. And as such, the internet automatically said that it's Bianca Censori and Kanye West. And they're not just saying it's Bianca and Kanye out of jealousy. It's just that everything coordinates and ties to Bianca and Kanye. 50 Cent went off. He reacted to that when he heard about that. Now, fast forward to what's going on at present. Why would 50 be taking aim at Bianca at present? Well, what had happened was Ye and Bianca, they were in New York City for the weekend, and Ye and Bianca pulled off some PR move. Now, I believe the PR move was to distract from that toxic Sean Diddy press, knowing that this week is closing arguments and possible sentencing of Sean Diddy Combs. And the prosecutors revealed a lot of evidence that were mentioned in the case, but were not yet publicly available. So they made a lot of the evidence publicly available. So as such, I believe Ye and Bianca were in New York to distract from the toxic Diddy report so that people could be focused more on them and less on that Diddy report. But honey, 50 Cent is multitasking, honey. He's multitasking because he's not distracted. Not one bit. He's looking at everything and he's talking about everything. And one such everything he's talking about again is Bianca Censori's outfit. Now, Bianca stepped out in a candy bikini and 50 Cent caught wind of it, honey, and he was like, look at your dirty little wife walking around the city naked, LOL. She's gonna be a victim later. This looks like free will to me. Anyway, it was really a hot day. Now, ever since the indirect mention of what we believe to be Kanye and Bianca, 50 has been calling Bianca Ye's dirty little wife. And many people are offended by it, but I think that many people are getting the gist of what he's saying. But with Kanye West having a cult fan base that he has, it's not strong as it used to be, But there's some amount of presence still there because, as you guys know, Ye did and said a lot of ish on the internet, which many people are not going to support, no matter how they love him, no matter how they adore him, no matter how much they know it's a mental case going on. People will always put humanity and peace over everything else first. And what many people observed is that even after they encourage Ye to get the necessary help that is needed for him to be the best version of himself, Ye was not getting the help irrespective of numerous pleas. So people were like, okay, if you don't care about your mental health, I don't see why we should care either. So as such, a lot of people heartbroken, they're sad. Like a lot of people, they're so heartbroken about Kanye's behavior. And it's not just, some of the things that he said. It's just knowing that whenever he goes off on the internet and people tell him to get help, he refuses to get help. But whenever he realizes that his money is being affected, he wants to go on a apology tour, and he takes back everything that he says. And everyone is growing to realize that this man is a high manipulator who deals with exploitative and very high manipulative tactics. Because even though you're unwell, when your money is hit, you know how to get help. But why not save your image and reputation as well? So many people, they tapped out, ever since he refused to get help. It's not personal, but it's just that it breaks their heart to see the version of Ye that they're seeing. So you know that when 50 does this, the backlash against 50, it's not going to be strong. As a matter of fact, it's one of the first times that I'm seeing it being so weak. Many people were there saying it's true. They do these things and then they pretend to be victims when they aren't. But here's my take, because a lot of these things that appears to be okay, and a lot of these things where the woman pretends to be willing participants, they may be genuinely brainwashed and convinced into believing that they are in fact genuine participants. But as time passes, they get to realize that there's psychological abuse and manipulation in all of it. And when they get to their peak of their maturity, that is when they want to step in and truly protect themselves. They may protect themselves by way of lawsuits or other various means. So sometimes it may seem as though they're willing participants, but they are in fact victims. But 50 is just saying this based off the testimony of Cassie Ventura and Jane Doe. So what he's basically alluding to is the fact that a lot of these women, they go into these relationships and they'll go above and beyond for what they're getting in the relationship. And then when it's over, they try to take these men for what they're worth. But 50 has to realize and understand that some women are in fact, yes, willing participants, while some aren't. And not because it may appear as though some women are willing participants, they're not. And while it may appear as though they aren't, they are. So in this case, many people believe that Bianca is a willing participant. She wants the fame, she wants the clout, she wants the attention, and she wants the money. And I sometimes believe that she's a willing participant too. That's what I believe. Sometimes. But anywho, guys, let me know what's your take about 50 taking another jab at Kanye's wife, Biancas Censori. While you're at it, do all you need to do on this video. If these videos are your type of videos and you want to see more of them, go off on this video, okay? Now, that's all I have to share with you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and above all things, be at peace with yourselves. Peace.